Every few weeks, the gray starts showing up in my beard again. And I know I'm not the only one. Some people don't care, some people just leave it. But for me, when it gets too gray or obvious, I like to clean it up. So today I'm going to show you exactly how I dye my beard at home, what I do before, how to apply it, how long to leave it on, and finally I'll show you the before and after of what it all looks like. Dyeing beards are one of those things that can be super messy or can be done really badly. If you go too dark, if you rush it, or if you make those edges look really harsh, it can look fake really quickly. So I'll show you how I do mine and how I try to make it look as natural as possible. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Amit, and if you don't already know, I usually talk about hair transplants and hair recovery or even hair loss on this channel. I also throw in a couple of beard conversations here and there, so I figured today I would do a little grooming about myself and show you guys exactly a step-by-step tutorial on how to dye your beard. If you're someone like me and you already have grays on your beard, this video is definitely for you. I'll talk about why we even get grays in the first place, and obviously how to use beard dye to cover up all those grays in the future to give you back that young and fresh look that you're after. If you're liking the content so far, definitely consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, or if you just want to learn more about men's grooming and hair loss and hair transplants. So firstly, why do we even get gray hairs in the first place? Basically, hair starts losing pigment over time. Hair turns gray when the follicles stop producing melanin, which is what gives hair its color. Genetics is a big factor, and for some people, they just start earlier than others. Stress and certain underlying issues can also play a huge role on how early it shows up. For me, as you can see, the beard hairs on my face stand out so much more than the ones on my head. I don't have that many on my scalp, but at the same time, there are definitely a few little ones that are popping up, but I have a lot of grays on the sides here coming out. But at the same time, for my age, it kind of makes sense. If you're someone who is much younger and then obviously you have so many more grays, that's something that you maybe want to consider applying hair dye at an early age or speaking to a doctor to see how you can counter some of those grays that are already forming at your age. Now, in terms of avoiding grays completely, realistically, that's not really possible. You may be able to help delay it a bit with a better lifestyle, less stress, eating properly, not smoking, all that kind of stuff. And if there's some underlying issue, such as vitamin deficiency, that's worth looking into. But there isn't just one magic fix that will stop grays completely. Most people, like me, who want lesser grays on their scalp or their face, cover it up using hair dyes. So this is what I'm using today. It's the Just for Men Moustash Beard Dye. It's basically an easy brush and color gel, and the whole point is that it's meant to work quickly, in around 5 minutes. Depending on your beard length, you can get multiple uses out of the box. By the way, this is not sponsored at all. I'm just showing you what I use. You can use any other type of product that has beard dye on it. I just use this particular one. But if you're interested in getting this specific one, there's a link in the description below as well. You can pick it up off of Amazon or whatever's convenient for you. Now, before you even touch the dye, prep matters. First thing for me usually is that I make sure my beard is clean and dry. Then I want everything laid out in front of me before I start mixing anything. Scissors, trimmers or razors, soap, and the dye itself. So a couple things that you need to know before and after you actually start this. First thing is that always do it with a clean beard. Make sure your beard is trimmed and ready to go for that dyeing phase. You don't want to have strands of hair sticking out or poking out and you missed a spot, and then after you start dyeing everything and you realize it afterwards, you can't go and trim it, obviously, once the dye is on. And it's not a good idea to trim your beard after the dye is completed, because then you're trimming out those newly dyed hairs, which, what's the point? Make sure your beard is completely dry as well before applying it, because if you have a wet and moist face and you apply the beard dye, it's not going to dry up and harden as quickly. I usually like to set up everything before I start with my dyes, so I lay out in front of me before beginning. It's not a must, but it's something that will definitely help you out in the future when you end up doing it pretty often, as I do. Another important thing is that, especially if you live with somebody, make sure you clean up after. It is just general bathroom etiquette to make sure you clean up after yourself. I live with my wife. Sometimes she's not too pleased when I dye my beard because hairs are everywhere, or if the beard dye sometimes goes everywhere. So to keep bathroom etiquette, make sure everything is clean before and after you're done with your session. Although most of it seems obvious, it does help in the long run to make sure that you have a smooth process of getting your beard dye done correctly. And it also saves you from looking ridiculous later in a panic if you end up missing something. Alright, so now let's mix the dye together. I'm squeezing the color base into the tray, then the developer, and then mixing it with the plastic end of the brush. You don't need to overcomplicate this, just get it mixed evenly and be ready to apply straight away. That's the basic necessity of this product. You just have to mix the two dyes together enough for it to blend perfectly well, and then you can start applying it on your face. Now I'm just brushing it into my beard, mainly focusing on the areas where the gray is showing the most. The main thing here is not to obviously load your beard with the product for no reason. You want enough coverage, but you still want it to look like your beard, just cleaner, darker, and more even. And I'm not trying to make the edges look too blocky either. That's usually what gives away a bad dye job. One thing to know is that if you want to have a good spread of the color all over your beard, you need to make sure it's spread out evenly and properly, especially on the obvious gray spots. Sometimes that means spreading it on areas that are not gray as well. So if you want a good even spread all over your beard, you need to do it on all aspects of your beard. The next step is pretty simple. You just gotta wait 5 minutes before taking out the beard dye. I usually leave a timer on my phone so I know exactly when I need to wash my face off. But some people sometimes think the longer I keep it, the darker it gets. While that is true, you don't want to have it too dark because then, like I said, it's not going to look as natural or real on your face. It's going to look quite fake. I remember I did that once and it did not look pretty, but over a couple of days it does kind of die out afterwards. But if you want to have that natural look from the get-go, you need to try to follow that timing so it doesn't get too dark very quickly. Alright, 5 minutes is up. Now I'm just rinsing it out properly and seeing what we're working with. This is the moment where you kind of hope you didn't overdo it. Already, this looks way cleaner. It looks fuller, looks darker, and it looks like my beard. That's the main thing I want from this. Not for it to look fake, just fresher and more even. This is the final look in better lighting, and this is always the real test because bathroom lighting can hide it a lot. But here you can actually see that the beard looks more solid, the grays aren't jumping out anymore, and overall it just looks sharper. And here is the before and after. This side is before. You can see the grays coming through a lot more, especially in these areas. And after this, same beard, same shape, just way more even and cleaned up. That's why I like doing this. It's not about changing how I look completely. It's just about tightening everything up. So yeah, this is kind of how it's looking right after getting it done. It doesn't take that long. It's a very quick process. Honestly, it takes a total of about 20 minutes from getting everything ready to applying the dye and then obviously to washing it off. Now, one thing to note is that in the videos I showed you guys washing my face through a sink. That's not really the way I usually do it, but ideally you should be in the shower and using a higher power for your shower head and being able to take off all that dye at one go and then applying the soap after that. I just did it because I wasn't going for a shower at the present moment, but for anyone who wants to dye their beard in the future, after you apply the beard dye and wait for 5 minutes, go into the shower and wash it all off. It's much easier. Now, if you're still someone who has questions about how you dye your beard or how to take care of it, or even anything about your hair or hair loss, I have a consultation service that I can help you in any aspect in that sense. Book some time with me and I'm happy to have that conversation with you. There's a link in the description below. Check it out. I've helped so many other people along the way and hopefully I can help you as well. Are you someone who also has grays in their beard or even some grays on the hair on your head? Let me know in the comment section below if you also dye it using one of these products or anything else that you recommend. I'm curious to know what people are using out there and what are they doing to cover their grays. Hopefully it'll also help somebody out in trying to figure out what they need to do before they start applying any of these things to themselves. Alright, I think that's all for today. Thanks for checking out today's video. Hopefully this tutorial has helped somebody out there and given them that little younger look that they're looking for. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.